Hey folks, this is Junkyard Kid, and I'm up at the East Yard, which was my dad's old salvage yard, place where we used to live. I lived here for several years as well, and I got something really cool I'm going to show you here. Is this piece of what I call history right here. It's a '56 Chevy old circle track car. It was driven by a local guy for 1 year, I believe, by the name of Danny Brecht, who was actually a really good circle track racer. And he was a few years younger than my dad. They used to do a lot of stuff together back in the 70s, late 60s, I think. And then my dad ran this for 1 year. Last time this was ran would have been 1973. So that's 51 years ago. He had several race cars through the years. He raced from about 68, 69 through 74 is when he pretty well stopped. Did a few enduro races a few years later. But life just took a different turn. He always wanted to get back into it, but never did. And kind of got more into these cars up in that row there, the Edsels. But anyways, let's walk around this thing a little bit. Kind of amazing how crude they were back then. None of the fancy stuff like the ones today, or even 10, 15 years ago. Even got a few tire marks on it. Look at the roll cage. It's pretty primitive. But he lived through it, never did roll it. And this thing got it out pretty light. And he had ideas of getting it running, oh shoot, that's been probably 30 years ago. And he put this little 350 in it. It was all rebuilt, and it wound up just kind of getting put aside. Sadly, it's seized tighter than all get out. Had a set of fender well exit headers on it. They, I think they accidentally walked away. I think they were actually stolen, but you know, that stuff happens. But just a really cool piece of history. My son that's living over in the other part of the yard here, we talked a little bit and he drug it down, and who knows what's going to happen with it. Maybe get an engine in it and just get it where a guy kind of puts it around. But pretty cool to see. Looking here, you can even see he had you got remnants here. Yeah, a sway bar in the back of this thing even. So my dad was a pretty good thinker on some of this stuff on suspension and stuff at the time. I'm not sure if the springs are done that way. It's possible. Get a little lower. You know, this was when this car was done. This was way before you opened up a catalog and spend thousands of tens of thousands of dollars and you had a race car. You had what you could find and search and come up with your own creation. You know, you look at things here. Look how he welded up on the upper control arms to stiffen them. Things like that. Plate here where the steering box went. Did he do it before or after he gave trouble? No idea. Same way here, this control arm, you can see it's been stiffened. And then you have provisions here for an extra shock. And if I remember right, the year he ran this at the old Central State Speedway in Bismarck, I think he got like maybe second or third or fourth place season championship, so he did pretty good with it. And anyway, just a pretty cool piece of history to me and stock car racing for this era, so just figured I'd show it to you folks. And if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later.